Welcome to your magic moon message. Roar! The sun is not out. I should have done a sun roar with this moon in Leo. But we are concluding this Virgo season. First of all, I told you Virgo season has twists. First of all, let's just give props to Virgo season. Let's just give props to Virgo season. I told you Virgo season was going to deliver. Go watch my old video. I've been warning you about this Virgo season for like 6 months now. Go. This is a good period to go back 6 months, because those of you who be watching me, you already knew this was coming. Not even because I told you. You already picked it up. I just confirmed what you knew. But like, those of you who've been watching me, you know what I've been saying. Those of you who haven't, go back and watch any of my videos for the past 6 months. We have been telling you, prepare for the plot twist. Prepare for Virgo season. Virgo season is the end of season 2. We have 4 seasons every year. We have the intro, season 1, spring. That's where we introduce the plot points for the rest of the year, the characters, what the of course, conflict is gonna look like. Season 2 is where we thicken the plot. I could have never anticipated a plot twist like this, but this is where we thicken the plot. This is where we start to integrate and put all stuff together. And then season 3 is the climax. It's the breakthrough. This is where we start to harvest, right? If you ever watch a movie, this is where in the part of the movie where we now start to reach the climax of the film. And then, of course, season 4, winter, we have the conclusion. We have the ending of the movie. We resolve the conflict. We're going to do it all again. And I do maintain the rest of this year is going to be nuts, insane. All right. Depending on season 1 and 2 of every year gives you an idea of season 3 and 4. That being said, we're done with this Virgo season. Thank you, Virgo. I knew you were going to deliver. I knew, especially with the nodes, you were going to deliver. It was no question. Infinity Gang, it was no question. I just had no idea you would deliver this much. You are not playing. You are not playing at all. And I respect that. And I fucks with you, Virgo. You've been coming through. You've been cleaning everybody's mess, even though they not even thanking you. And they trying to get mad because you keep criticizing them like they know what the fuck they're doing. Anyway, shout out to y'all checking this out. New moon in Virgo coming soon. That 28 degree, 29 degree sun moon conjunction in Virgo opposite the Reaper, opposite Saturn in Pisces. It's going to be a whole movie. Remember I said that. It's going to be a whole event, baby. This is the 6-month breakthrough of the last time Saturn will be in Pisces for 30 years. Okay, since 95, we back, and now another 30. That's it. After this is the New World Order. So get your shit together, y'all. Get your affairs in order. We are in the second round of the Hunger Games. They are murking people out here. And I'm not talking about this recent assassination. I'm talking about regular, everyday people like you and me, albeit ain't nothing regular about you and me, if you know what I mean. So this is really Hunger Games round 2. Yes, a majority of people are going to be distracted like they've never been distracted before. And they're going to use these distractions to knock off and kill a lot of people. I'm using distractions to be vague. I'm saying they to be vague. And I'm saying a lot of people to be vague. I'm not going to give you spoilers. Who wants to watch something and gain spoilers? Season 3 is the climax. I could even tell you how this season ends. All right? Yes, your favorite political leader is getting boomed. Because if you thought this guy getting boomed was the end, it's just the beginning. I'm not going to tell you who this leader. Yes, we have another one before the year ends. I'm telling you that right now. And that's probably going to be like the end of this season. That being said, if we're not in full-scale war by then, which we probably won't be, that's going to come probably 2026. This end of Virgo season is going to review how in 30 days you have activated consistency in your habits, mastered techniques, and altered the trajectory of your lifestyle and behavior for the very rest of your life. And everything, and I do mean everything you are committing to believing, is the difference between life and death, and whether you'll still even be here in 10 or 15 years. So if you're taking this serious and you're around people who are trying to act like you're being too serious, weed those weak ass bitches the fuck out of your face. Because, and sorry if I forgot, some of you don't like to hear me curse. Some of you be like playing this around your parents and stuff like that. I apologize. I am much more kempt of an individual. Fuck all that. I'll curse as much as I fucking want. No, I'm just joking. That being said, this is going to really influence everything you've ever believed and will believe moving forward. And it could be the other way around too. If you're around people taking shit way too serious and you already know what you got ready for yourself and what you're doing, be mindful of how the insecure will project on you, because elements of your behavior, especially your behavior, because we're going to apply this into Libra season. Libra's relationships, agreements, contracts. You have spent 30 years mastering your behavior. Your lifestyle is what you have to contribute to a relationship. Everyone has a sixth house. And so everything you have adjusted like you do every year, you're going to apply in the relationships coming into next year. Coming in the next season, in a couple of days. So this moon in Leo is transcending old habits. Basically, the new moon first week of Virgo season, you activated conscious uncompetence. Okay? No. You activated unconscious uncompetence. You were planting seeds. You were understanding, actually you weren't conscious of it, right? You were putting in work to basically make new habits. Then we began to integrate conscious uncompetence. Okay? You were starting to be aware of what you're not really mastering. Then we had the full moon in Pisces. We started to break through and harvest conscious competence. And now this moon in Libra with the balsamic unconscious competence. If you have stayed consistent, if you have put this through, you could already, even though it doesn't have to take this soon, we could give it a 6-month arc, you may already be breaking through and completing this sense of unconscious competence. And that's what you're going to drive forward in order to affect your relationships with others. So the moon in Leo is not only helping you release old biases and prejudices and judgments around how passionate you are and why you're passionate about certain like lifestyle mechanics, behavioral patterns, but also, okay, put you in a position where realistically you're in a position to prepare for this new moon at 29 degrees, where we are going to activate at the final level opposite Saturn this full-on mastery of this new life that will of course encompass changes in your routine you apply moving forward. Okay? Ain't no cap in my raps, ain't no cap. I consider this no different than rapping and freestyling. I'm not rhyming, but I still have great timing, and I know the mood that I'm in, and I know no one can tell me what to say. They not Simon. You feel me? It's all soul over here. I'm like a bowl over here, no bowl cut, but you know, I got the grow over here. All right. Bars, I know. So that being said, I don't give a fuck if people are skeptical about what I do. I'm using this as an example because these are one of my techniques. I don't have time to waste with people who have not spent a single minute or second studying what I study because they listen to some bumblefuck quote unquote debunk this, but none of you idiots know your chart ruler. Not you watching, but in reference, right? None of these people know their chart ruler. Can you imagine telling me astrology isn't real and I ask you what the fuck is your chart ruler and you can't tell me what your moon sign is? These are the morons we're dealing with. So that's why I don't care. Anybody can call me out about this shit. I will pull up to where you're at. I will read your chart and murk you live on camera. No one wants smoke with me. That's why I'm not afraid I'm not any of these other people. Shout out to the other astrologers putting in work. I'm not any of these other people trying to prove this, trying to be like, well, you know what? Actually, the precession of the equinox, I'm not doing that. Pull up. Tell me when and where. I will read your chart live in front of you. In front of you. I will tell you what degree your moon sign is and how your mother neglected you as a child. You don't want that smoke. People don't really want it for real with your audience. That goes out to anybody. That's why I don't care. We put in blood, sweat, and tears, hard work into this shit. We've counseled over thousands of people, and that's not bragging. We still just getting started. We do this for the rest of y'all who have the courage to actually express this knowledge that's been suppressed for so long in the face of those who act like it's cool that they don't know their chart ruler. Fucking dum-dums. So I don't play that. And we not moving forward. We're not dealing with all that old world shit. You know why you're here. North Node in Pisces. You know your destiny. You know why you're here by now. And now you're getting ready with the new moon in Virgo to activate how you're going to accomplish that and then break through over the next 6 months. Okay? Listen, young queen. Listen, this is the last thing I'm about to say. The moon is in Leo. It's trining Neptune in Aries. It's sextiling Uranus in Gemini. The opposition of Pluto helped you feel that extreme awakening and the pressure to perform, or the burden to perform under pressure. And this is really revisiting in a short month how it is you've effectively changed your fucking life, and you will apply it with other people. Okay, so as far as this transit's concerned, be mindful of the unconscious habits that you don't wish to keep or continue. Release. This is still coming off of the Aquarius signature, so you're still coming into rewards. You're feeling excited, and this is where you don't want to get too caught up if you don't really see evidence of this. We're phasing the old world out. The opposition of Saturn will bring delays. Hence, with that challenge to maintain integrity in your beliefs, because Pisces wants to know, okay, you believe in magic, but if you don't see evidence of it anywhere, a lot of people will fold. If good things don't happen to them, they fold immediately. And then some of you don't need good things to happen externally. It's within. You know, no matter what environment you're in, you said you're good, you're fucking good. It's that simple. And don't think you won't be rewarded for that. Okay, so that's basically the transit. Last thing I want to say to my ladies watching this, to my gorgeous young queens, my princesses, my empresses, if he don't know his chart ruler, what you doing with this man? What the fuck is you doing with this? This man cannot draw a circle and tell you based on the shadow what time it is. What you doing with this man? You know your moon sign. How your man do not know your moon sign? How does your man not know your moon sign? Real shit. Comment that down below. Real shit. If he don't know his chart ruler, he a dum-dum. To my fellas, to my kings, to my young princes watching this. Okay? This might be rare, but if she don't know her moon sign, she not the one, my G. She not the one, my G. If you try to tell her what her Venus is, or you ask her what her Venus, what's that? Bye. I thought you was the one. Bye. How you not know your moon sign? I can understand if you was a dude. My bad. We not tolerate ignorance anymore. These people made illiteracy cool. We not doing that. Telling people Huckleberry Finn is what's cool to be. Must be Tom Sawyer with all that tomfoolery, telling kids Huckleberry Finn is what's cool to be. Whatever. It is what it is, man. We're not tolerating that. If they don't know they shit, and that's an analogy. It's not about astrology. If people don't know astrology, they know their skills. If they're not in the know, it's not if they know their chart rule or not. If they don't have gnosis, what you doing? Does that reflect who you are? You who wants to be aligned with this? Are you unequally yoking yourself with people who are parading false truths, stolen legacies and heritages, and all other sorts of bullshit? Ask yourself that, and I'll see you on the next new moon we're going to have in Virgo. Peace.